happened, Jesse? Look at these eggplants. They look really good today,
they're very
mate.
nice. We just got them in this morning, so
Yeah.
they're very fresh stock from the farm. So.
Nice one. Hey, Marco.
Not bad.
What do you reckon? We do something with them today?
Why not? Something different. What are you thinking?
I think maybe do like a stuffed eggplant.
Yeah, cool.
We'll get some cherry tomatoes and we'll make a nice cherry tomato ragu with it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Can I go forward then, mate?
Done.
We'll go prep them up. So Marco, we've finished our walk around. We've got all our ingredients sitting here. So we've got the Roma cherry tomatoes that we found.
Beautiful.
Got some grape yellow cherry tomatoes there as well. Shallots, mint, basil. Picked up some of that Coorong Angus beef mince. It was fantastic. Nutmeg down the front, bay leaf, and we've got some pecorino cheese.
Cool.
So what we're going to do to start is we're just going to cut the eggplant in half. We're going to scrape the inside out with a spoon. We just want to leave a little bit of flesh in there as well.
Yep.
Just so it's not too thin.
Yeah, cool.
And it will hold our stuffing.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's sort of what we're looking for. So remove a fair bit of the flesh,
Creating an eggplant canoe.
dice it up a little bit.
Now, will we use that for the stuffing as well?
Yep, what we're going to do is we're going to put that in a bowl
Yeah, cool.
and we're going to salt it down
Yep.
and just get it so it starts to release some of that bitterness.
Okay.
So we'll put that in a bowl there and we're going to salt it quite heavily. And that will just help to get the bitterness out of it. Right, we're going to dice up some of these shallots. On the recipe card it calls for onion, but I found these shallots. Shallots have got a little bit more of a delicate flavour. Right, so we've got that diced up, Marco. Veg oil into the bottom of our pan.
Yep.
And we're going to put our shallots in. We don't want too much colour on them,
Yep.
so you get them moving around the pan.
Yep.
I'm just going to turn them down, just so they saute down gently. So we're just going to put a bay leaf.
Cool.
So that will just help to get some more flavours in there. So our shallots are cooking down nicely now. They haven't got any colour on
I was
them,
going to say no colour.
but they're starting to sweat down really nicely. All right, so we've got our salted eggplant here, and as you can see, it's starting to draw some of the moisture out of it.
Yeah,
So
cool.
if you give it a squeeze, some of the moisture is going to come out,
Yeah, yeah.
and that takes away some of the bitterness. So we add our eggplants in with our shallots. We're just going to cook them gently in there. Add some veal.
And what sort of wine is ideal for this sort of dish, Nick?
Just white wine for this one.
Yep.
So white wine in, and we'll let that reduce. Once a lot of that liquid's gone, a
Yep.
lot of the white wine, everything's concentrated, then
Yep.
we'll put in the beef and saute that gently.
Yeah, cool. So this is our Angus beef.
It is the Angus beef. It's Coorong,
Yep.
so it's down south. I'm just going to break it up a little bit just to help combine it in a bit quicker. So you can see once the white wine is all gone, then it will start frying up again.
Some nice colour coming through.
You just want to brown the meat a little bit. You don't want to cook it too much because it's going to cook in the oven in the eggplant.
Yep.
The bay leaf will sort of just kick around there at the top.
Yep.
That doesn't matter so much because there's going to be a point that we're actually going to remove that.
Yeah, cool.
So it's in there to impart flavour and then we take it out because the texture's not so nice to
So
eat.
not a pleasant chew.
All right, so we've got this browned up now and the eggplant's cooked through. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer it into the bowl.
Is it time to lose our bay leaf now?
Oh yeah, we can get it out now because that's done its job. And then into the mix for the eggplant, we're going to put a little pinch of nutmeg,
Nice.
some breadcrumbs.
That's just to bind it together.
Yeah. So Marco, we're also going to put in some pecorino cheese. So we're just going to grate some of that in there. And mix that in.
It's looking good.
We're also going to put in some basil, some mint in there as well. We're going to give that a good mix around. Also too, we're going to put in 1 or 2 eggs. So these are eggs from Meadows today.
Oh, beautiful.
So another South Australian product. So with that egg, the breadcrumbs, everything's starting to really combine in there nicely. All right, Marco, so we're ready to stuff the eggplants now. Drizzle a little bit of oil over the base of the eggplant.
Okay.
We're going to lightly season these up as well. It's very important, season as you go. We'll put that in the oven for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, beautiful.
And we'll start working on our ragu. So we've got the beautiful tomatoes down here. Let's just halve them up.
It's nice to use the seasonal produce.
So into our pan, a little bit of oil. So we'll just wait for our oil to come up to temperature. Then we're going to put that in. a little bit of seasoning. Basil. We're also going to put in some of the Napolitana sauce from Lucia's.
Yeah, beautiful. Now, do you know much about Lucia sauces?
Not much at all. I know there's a lot of family background behind a lot of the stuff in the markets, but tell me a little bit about them.
Basically, Lucia's is a third generation market family.
Yep.
So it was started by the grandmother and grandfather, and it's evolved right through to the grandkids these days who are actually making the sauce all locally in South Australia.
We're really lucky to have these iconic products here in Adelaide.
Exactly.
Let's put in the cherry tomatoes. And they're just going to sizzle up a little bit. A little bit of salt and pepper. So we're going to put in some of the sauce. And we're just going to let that heat through and get the flavours to combine. All right, Marco, we're going to put a little bit of basil into the sauce. Marco, did you want to grab the eggplants? And we'll start plating up with that. That looks really good.
That looks awesome, man.
So we'll pick out 2 nice ones. Like that. We've got some of our beautiful ragu here. A little bit more basil. So we're going to put on some pecorino cheese. There we go, Marco.
That's awesome, Nick. That is beautiful.
A lot of flavour coming through there.
And no bitterness. That's awesome.
You get a little bit of freshness from the mint, pecorino cheese, the ragu.
That ragu's lovely. Really lovely.
So Marco, until we do it again,
Always a pleasure, Nick.
thanks very much.